Welcome to your quiet space for building real speaking confidence. You are standing here. Your colleague is standing right there. The microwave timer shows 2 minutes, and nobody is speaking. You look at your phone, you look at your shoes. The silence feels heavy, doesn't it? You want to say something friendly, but your brain is completely frozen.
I used to pretend I was getting a phone call and leave the kitchen just to avoid this exact moment. I felt so rude, but I was terrified of being boring.
Today, we are going to learn the microwave script, 3 specific steps to fill those 2 minutes with confidence, not panic.
This is one of the most common pain points I hear from our listeners. They can give a presentation in English, they can handle a meeting, but put them in a kitchen with a sandwich and a colleague, and they fall apart.
It is the lack of structure, isn't it? In a meeting, you have an agenda. You know who is speaking next. You have slides to look at. But in the break room, or the elevator, or the hallway, there is no agenda. It is just you, the other person, and the silence.
Exactly. And that silence amplifies every insecurity we have. When I was first working in an office where English was the main language, I was convinced that everyone else was having these brilliant, witty conversations. I thought that if I opened my mouth, I had to say something incredibly interesting.
That is the performance trap. We think we need to perform to entertain. But actually, small talk is not about entertainment. It is about connection. It is about signaling to the other person, I see you and I am friendly. That is it.
So the bar is actually much lower than we think. We do not need to tell a funny story. We just need to acknowledge the moment.
Precisely. And the best way to lower that pressure is to have a plan. That is why we call this the microwave strategy. It is designed for those short, trapped moments, waiting for the kettle, waiting for the elevator, waiting for a file to download. It is a 3-step process: the context opener, the bridge, and the graceful exit.
I love that we are including the exit. I think half of my anxiety came from not knowing how to end the conversation. I was afraid that if I started talking, I would get stuck there forever, running out of things to say. Knowing I have an escape route makes it much easier to start.
Let us start at the beginning, the context opener. Mark, when you walk into the kitchen and see someone, what is your instinct?
Usually my instinct is to smile and say, "Hi, how are you?"
And what happens next?
They say, "Good, thanks, you." I say, "Good." And then silence again.
Exactly. How are you is a greeting, not a conversation starter. It's a reflex. It closes the loop too quickly. To actually open a conversation, we need to comment on the shared reality.
The shared reality. You mean what's happening around us right now?
Yes. The one thing you and your colleague have in common in that moment is the environment. You are both in the same room, experiencing the same temperature, the same smells, the same noise. That is your safest opening.
This is great because it takes the pressure off me. I do not have to talk about myself. I do not have to ask a personal question that might be too intrusive. I just talk about the room.
Let us look at 3 specific types of context openers. The first one is the sensory observation. This works perfectly in a kitchen.
Right, because there are smells. If someone is heating up food, that's an easy target.
Let us practice this. I'm going to say a phrase, and I want you to listen to the rhythm. Then I will leave a quiet space for you to repeat it. Imagine you are standing by the microwave. The smell of lunch is in the air. Listen, something smells really good. Now you try. Speak it out loud. Good. Let's try another variation. Maybe they are holding a coffee cup. Listen, that coffee smells amazing. I definitely need a cup myself. Repeat that. That coffee smells amazing. I definitely need a cup myself.
I like the second part of that phrase. I definitely need a cup myself. It adds a little bit of personal feeling to it. It's not just a robotic observation.
It creates a me too moment. You are joining them in the feeling of needing caffeine. That is connection.
What if the kitchen is crowded? That's another common scenario. You are waiting in line for the microwave or the water cooler.
That's the second type of context opener, the situation comment. You are commenting on the busyness of the day. It's a shared struggle.
This is a classic bonding moment. Everyone loves to complain a little bit about the lunch rush.
Exactly. Listen to this one. It is always so busy in here at 12:30. Your turn. It is always so busy in here at 12:30. Let's try a slightly more advanced one. This one invites a little more agreement. Listen, I think everyone had the same idea for lunch today. Try that. I think everyone had the same idea for lunch today.
That is such a natural phrase. I think everyone had the same idea.
It sounds like something a native speaker would throw away casually, but for a learner, having that script ready is a lifesaver.
And notice, Mark, that none of these require the other person to give a long answer. They can just nod, they can say, yeah, totally. But you have broken the silence. You are no longer two strangers ignoring each other. You are two colleagues sharing a moment.
Okay, so we have opened the conversation. The microwave is still humming. We have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We cannot just keep saying it is busy over and over again. We need to move the conversation forward.
This brings us to step 2, the bridge. This is where we pivot from the environment to the person.
This is the part that used to make me sweat. Pivoting to the person feels risky. I don't want to ask, so tell me about your childhood. That is too much for the break room.
You are right. You need a safe bridge. A safe bridge is a question that is related to the context but invites a small personal detail. The easiest bridge in a kitchen environment is food.
It makes sense. We are there to eat.
If you don't know the person well, asking about their specific lunch can be a little risky. Maybe they're embarrassed about their leftovers. So a safer bet is asking about the local food options.
Oh, that is a great tip. Instead of judging their Tupperware, you ask for a recommendation.
Exactly. Listen to this bridge. Have you tried that new sandwich place downstairs yet? Repeat that. Focus on the melody of the question. Have you tried that new sandwich place downstairs yet?
That is brilliant because even if they say no, you can talk about it. If they say yes, you can ask if it was good. It generates content easily.
Here's another one, slightly different. This works well if you know they've been busy. It bridges from the busy kitchen observation to their work. Listen, has it been a hectic morning for you too? Try that. Has it been a hectic morning for you too?
I love the word hectic. It sounds so natural. Busy is fine, but hectic shows you have a bit more range. And adding to at the end is crucial. It implies, it has been crazy for me. How about you? It creates that solidarity again.
Yes, you are building a team feeling, us against the busy day.
What about Friday or Monday? Those seem like the golden opportunities for small talk.
They are. The weekend bridge is the most standard tool in the office environment. You should always have this ready, but we want to avoid the interrogation style.
Right. What did you do this weekend can feel like a spotlight.
Instead, try this. It's a little softer. Listen. Any nice plans for the weekend? Repeat that. Any nice plans for the weekend?
And if it's Monday?
Then we look back, but again, keep it light. Listen. Did you manage to have a relaxing weekend? Your turn. Did you manage to have a relaxing weekend?
I like manage to. It acknowledges that weekends are short and sometimes hard to enjoy. It's empathetic.
So we have the context opener and we have the bridge. Now imagine this. You've had a nice little exchange. They said the sandwich place is good. You agreed that the morning was hectic. But now the microwave dings.
The moment of truth.
This is where many learners ruin the interaction. They panic. They grab their food and run away without speaking, or they stand there awkwardly not knowing how to leave.
I have definitely done the runaway move. I just mumbled something and fled. It makes the whole previous conversation feel weird.
We need step 3, the graceful exit. A good exit has 2 parts, an action statement and a well-wish.
Action statement and well-wish. Break that down for us.
The action statement explains why you are moving. It signals, I'm not leaving because I don't like you, I'm leaving because I have to do something.
So simply saying I am going back to my desk is an action statement?
Yes, but we can make it smoother. Listen to this. Well, I better get back to it. This is a very common idiomatic phrase. Get back to it means get back to work. Try saying it. Well, I better get back to it.
That well at the beginning is important, isn't it? It acts like a signal flag. It tells the other person the conversation is ending.
It is a transition word. It softens the blow. You can also say, I should probably grab my laptop, or I'm going to go find a fork. Any small action works.
And the second part, the well-wish?
This is just a polite closing. In a kitchen, it's easy. Listen. Enjoy your lunch. Simple. Repeat it. Enjoy your lunch.
So you put them together. Well, I better get back to it. Enjoy your lunch.
Exactly. Let's practice the full combination. Listen to the flow. Well, I better get back to it. Enjoy your lunch. Now you try the whole exit.
It feels so complete. It puts a bow on the conversation. You walk away feeling like a professional, not like someone escaping a crime scene.
And that feeling of professionalism is what builds confidence for the next time. If you know you can leave smoothly, you are less afraid to start.
Before we put this all together in a simulation, I want to remind everyone listening that this channel is designed to be your daily practice partner. We are here to help you build these habits one small step at a time. If you are finding this breakdown helpful, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss our next session. We are going to be covering telephone anxiety soon, which I know is a big one for many of you.
Yes, telephone skills are a whole different game. But for today, let us stay in the kitchen. We are going to run a full simulation.
This is my favorite part. I am going to play the role of your colleague. Let's call him John. I am standing at the microwave.
I will be the narrator. I will set the scene and tell you which step to use. But you have to provide the English. Do not worry about getting the words perfectly right. Just focus on the flow. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3.
Ready?
You walk into the kitchen. Mark is there waiting for his soup to heat up. It is loud and busy today. You walk up next to him. The timer says 1:30. Use a context opener about how busy it is. Go.
Yeah, it's crazy today. I think there's a meeting finishing on the 3rd floor, so everyone came down at once.
Great, he responded. Now do not let the silence come back. Use a bridge. Ask him if he has had a busy morning. Go.
Oh, absolutely. Back-to-back calls since 9 a.m. My brain is fried. How about you?
Answer him briefly. Say it was okay. And then, suddenly, the microwave dings. Your food is ready. Don't panic. Use the graceful exit. Action statement plus well wish. Go.
Thanks. You too. See you later.
And scene. Take a deep breath. How did that feel?
It felt surprisingly fast.
That is the secret. It is fast. We build it up in our heads to be this long, painful interrogation, but in reality, it's 30 seconds of dialogue spread over 2 minutes of waiting.
The key for me was having that exit ready. When I knew the microwave ding was my signal to say, well, I better get back to it, I didn't feel trapped. I could actually listen to what John was saying.
That is the irony of preparation. When you have a script in your pocket, you don't actually need to read from it. You can be present. You can be natural.
I want to go back to the bridge for a second. We talked about hectic mornings and food. Are there any topics we should absolutely avoid in this setting?
Definitely. The microwave rule is keep it light, keep it brief. Avoid politics, obviously. Avoid company gossip, and avoid negative complaints about specific people.
So saying it's busy in here is okay. Saying my boss is annoying me today is not okay.
Exactly. The kitchen is a semi-public space. You never know who is walking in behind you. The goal of small talk is safety and connection, not venting. If you want to vent, save that for a private coffee with a close friend.
That distinction is helpful. Small talk is about safe connection.
Let's practice one more variation of the simulation. This time, let's do the Friday afternoon version. This is the happiest time in the office.
Everyone is in a better mood on Friday afternoon.
So the energy should be a little higher. You walk in, Mark is there. Step 1, context opener. Comment on the feeling of the day. Maybe mention that it's almost the weekend. Go.
I know. I cannot wait to get out of here. It's been a long week.
He agreed. Now step 2, the bridge. Ask him about his plans for the weekend. Go.
Not much, actually. Just catching up on some sleep and maybe seeing a movie. How about you?
Give a short answer. Then the microwave dings. Step 3, graceful exit. Use a variation this time. Have a great weekend. Go.
You too. See you Monday.
Perfect. Short, sweet, and effective.
You know, Anna, listening to that, I realize how much of this is just rhythm. It's like a dance steps. 1, 2, 3.
It really is. And the more you practice these steps in the safety of this podcast, the more your muscle memory takes over in real life. You won't have to think, okay, now I need a context opener. Your brain will just see the busy room and say, wow, it's busy today, automatically.
That is the goal. Automaticity.
I want to address one more common fear. What if the other person doesn't respond well? What if you say, something smells good, and they just grunt and look at their phone?
Ooh, the rejection scenario. That hurts.
It can sting, but here's the mindset shift. Their reaction is not about you.
Say that again.
Their reaction is not about you. They might be having a terrible day. They might be shy. They might be waiting for a difficult phone call. If you offer a friendly context opener and they give you nothing back, you have still succeeded.
How have I succeeded? I failed to start a conversation.
You succeeded because you were brave enough to try. You exercised your confidence muscle. And now you can just go straight to step 3.
You skip the bridge?
Exactly. If the opener fails, do not build the bridge. Just wait for your food, and when the timer dings, say, have a good afternoon, and leave. You are still polite, you are still professional, you controlled the interaction.
That is actually very liberating. I don't have to force them to talk. I just offer the invitation. If they decline, I still exit gracefully.
Precisely. You are the host of your own experience. You are inviting them into a pleasant moment. If they don't want to come, that is fine. You still had a pleasant moment.
I think that perspective changes everything. It stops me from feeling like I am annoying people.
You are never annoying people by being polite and friendly in a shared space. That is the social contract of an office.
So let us recap the microwave strategy. Step 1, context opener. Observe something sensory or situational. It smells good, or it is busy.
Step 2, the bridge. Pivot to a safe personal topic. Food, the weekend, or the workload. Have you tried that place downstairs?
And step 3, the graceful exit. Action statement plus well-wish. I better get back to it. Enjoy your lunch.
It's a simple tool, but it is powerful. It turns a moment of anxiety into a moment of practice.
And you can use this anywhere. It's called the microwave strategy, but it works at the bus stop, in the line at the grocery store, waiting for a meeting to start.
Anywhere you are waiting with another human being, the structure is always the same. Acknowledge the context, bridge to the person, exit with kindness.
I challenge everyone listening to try this. Not next month, not next week. Tomorrow.
That is our challenge for you. Tomorrow, when you walk into the break room or get into the elevator, I want you to try just step 1. You do not even have to do the whole script. Just make one context observation.
Say, it is cold out there today, or this elevator is slow. Just put it out there.
See what happens. See how it changes the energy in the room, and see how it changes how you feel about yourself. You will walk away feeling capable.
And that feeling builds, one small interaction at a time.
Thank you for practicing with us today. Remember, confidence is not something you are born with. It's something you build, one awkward silence at a time.
We'll be here for your next step.
Good luck with your small talk tomorrow. You are ready.